So you live in LA, or you grew up in LA, and you've never surfed. You might see this as not much of a problem at all until you've either gotten in this dreaded conversation, or you've already been in this conversation, or someone asks you, hey, you're from LA? You must have surfed before. What is it like? You sit there and you respond, you know what, actually, I've never even tried to surf. See, this conversation can be uncomfortable, confusing, and really question your whole existence. And you might be wondering, well, why did I never learn how to surf? Well, you never ran into Luke Monroe Braswell. So here I am today giving you a step-by-step on how you can take the first actions to say that you at least tried to surf. And you might be saying, well, how can I trust Luke Monroe Braswell? How do I even know that he can teach me these things? Well, Luke has grown up surfing. Luke came out of the womb on a surfboard getting absolutely pitted in the most crisp barrel that you've ever seen in your life. So one thing Luke can do somewhat good is catch a wave, but nothing else. He's single forever. But as we continue to get to break down, the first fundamental step that we need to get into is getting the right equipment. And the first thing that you might do is you might go on eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and you might get that classic glass board. It looks cool. It's what everyone has. And you're like, that's what I'm going to have. I mean, a lot of surfing is the look. I will tell you that's setting you up for failure. What you need is an 8-foot foamy board. You can get it at Costco for $100. It's going to be cheaper than all the other boards. It's going to last you forever, and it's going to bring you the most fun and enjoyment, and it's the best equipment to learn on. A 8-foot foamy board, do not get glassed. I'm telling you here, that's the biggest mistake every single beginner gets. Okay, second, you listen to my instructions, and you went to Costco, you got that $120 foamy board. It's kind of heavy. You might need help to get to the beach. You maybe call a friend, but you're there and you're thinking, what do I do? Well, you figure out first if you're goofy or regular. Well, how do I know if I'm goofy or regular? Just stand up. If you stand up and you notice what foot do you put forward and what foot do you put backward. If your left foot is forward and your right foot is backward, you're regular. If your right foot is forward and your left foot is backwards, I got bad news for you, you're goofy. But it's okay. What you should really matters is getting up. The first step to getting up is to get up on your knees. So when you paddle out in the water, hopefully you have a friend, you're gonna keep that nose of the board just slightly above the water. Because if you're leaning forward and you see that nose is going into the water, no, that will not end well. So you're gonna keep that nose above the water, and you're gonna get over. You're gonna get over. You're gonna get over. You're gonna either do a turtle roll to get under the wave, you're gonna literally turn your board, go under, or you're gonna do what most beginners do, ditch the board, go under the wave, fish it through your leash, and get over. But you did that, and I gave that super simple, but you could get help getting out there maybe on a smaller day. But to get up, you first get up on your knees, and you just go straight. And then after that, you're gonna get up in a sprawled stance. So now you got good at going from laying down to your knees. Laying down to your knees. The next step is then to get from knees and split. So you wanna jump up. Really the goal is that you go from flat to jumped up split. That's the goal. So once you get up to the knees, try to go from knees and jump and split your legs, whatever you naturally, if you're left, you're goofy or regular. And then last step is to have fun. You have fun. Once you're going straight, you're gonna start turning. So once you got that straight, you're going up, you're going and doing the split stance. You turn the board to the right, and then now you're really having fun. That's the fun step. But I'm telling you, if you push and you push and you push and you keep going, you too can be a surfer and not have to worry about, man, I lived in LA, I went to school in LA, and I never surfed. So you can say you're thankful for Luke Monroe Braswell for really saving you from a traumatic experience if you never experienced it. So by getting the right equipment, by having the right stance and getting first up on your knees and learning how to go under waves, and third and final, having fun, and once getting it right, going straight, you turn right and you get absolutely pitted just like I was straight out of the womb.